Hello, and welcome to the Hello You Show, where we talk about big dreams and taking real action. Through transformative stories, a bit of neuroscience, and real conversations, this show is here to help you explore creating your next level life with authenticity and passion. I'm Jessica Rice, a design techie and former engineering leader turned vision evolution coach on a mission to help other women rise up and lead a life of purpose. So get cozy and say hello again to the real you. Welcome back to the Hello You Show. My name is Jessica Rice, and today we have an amazing guest for you who is joining us from Houston, Texas, Osiratin Ognabavare, who is a human-computer interaction and AI specialist. So thank you so much for joining us, Osiratin. I so appreciate you taking the time to be with us today, all the way from Houston.
Thank you very much, Jessica. I really appreciate your invitation to join you in the studio. And I love what you're doing. And I'm so excited about this opportunity to share my experience with you. And I believe the audience out there will also going to get one or two things from what we'll be discussing today.
Absolutely. I am so pleased to have you with us today and talk about some of the things that you have been doing in your journey. And before we dive in, I would just love, would you mind just introducing for us, though, some of the things that you're doing? Because I know you're doing some incredible work and you have amazing things that you're out there creating. So would you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Yeah, like you rightly said, my name is Osiratin Ognabavare. I'm a human computer interaction specialist and with AI specialist at the same time. Founder of BBC and GTAI LSC here in the United States. Now, what we do majorly, we provide consultancy services for startup for companies who want to expand their businesses with the use of some AI tools. Like everybody knows in the world today, AI is the forerunner for businesses, entrepreneurs, for everyone, even the government. And we are one of the forerunner trying to make people to be more aware about some of the services that we offer, some of the gadgets, some of the things that they could actually use to add value to their business and also add value to humanity at the same time. And this is what I've been doing for the past a decade now, trying as much as possible to uh, uh, talk to people and share experiences and why those who are also who want to go into entrepreneurship also share some of my journey with them, being an entrepreneur and being a founder, even in Africa or in the US, like what is required, how you can actually scale up your business, but with the help of AI, because that is our own specialty. AI tools, the AI can generate the infrastructure, as the case may be, and some other AI-related technology like cloud computing, edge computing, blockchain technology, data science, and all of that. Because these are the areas that also help AI to be more effective. So we also help people start up. And in terms of the project of what I'm doing with the team, we're working on building an AI infrastructure that we help to convert human waste to fertilizers and cooking gas. Here in the States, energy is very, very essential. And so if we could actually convert some of the waste that is being gotten from our homes into energy at home, I think that would be great. So with the use of inviting an AI would make it more nice. It will not be seen as a waste, rather it will be seen as something that people want to be part of. And they also plan of extending this to Africa. Actually, that is a major goal in Africa, because we know that there's a lot of human waste that people uh, 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 like give out, and instead of making it to become just being a waste, why not convert it into energy so that people can actually use this energy as a cooking gas, and those who are into farming, they could actually use it to grow their crops, even their animals and all of that. So this is a project that we are working on with my team, and we are looking forward to it. We're still working on it. Yeah. Couple with the fact that we are also creating a campaign for the continent to know more about AI, because there's still more to be done compared to the Western world, most especially not just in Africa alone, developing countries, other countries in South America, Middle East, in Asia, so that people will know that AI is a blessing. It's not coming to take up our jobs, but rather it's going to enable us to gain more job, more opportunities, open uh, horizon to what it can actually bring to us. And what it can actually bring to us is to make life better. But some people still feel that it's going to damage their brand, or it's going to make them become irrelevant. You only become irrelevant if you refuse to scale up, if you refuse to upskill yourself, if you refuse to embrace it. As many of those who are embracing it, they can actually see that they are cashing out in their local currencies, even in dollars, and it's just a blessing. And we are foreigner in this, and we keep on telling people why they need to embrace it. And I've personally on my own, I've also put up a book together, which is a book on leveraging on AI PCs, because soon we're going to be having PCs in the next by 2035, we're going to be having PCs that will be running on strictly on AI. You're not going to be running with regular software, just the way we have the ChatGPT and some other generative AI app that coming up. Is going to be running on some of these PC, and it's going to help small businesses to match up with the competition with the bigger organizations. So I'm working on the book, and it's specifically for entrepreneurs, small and medium scale businesses, and based on my own expertise, just to prepare people's mind of what is coming, and so that they'll be in a better position to make a better decision for their business or for their organization.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just so mind-blowing, all of the things that you're doing, that you're creating, because I think you're right. Sometimes we're thinking about AI, and there's a couple of different responses that we start to think about. Either like the fear-based one, they're coming to take our jobs, or AI is just taking and replacing the things that we do as humans. Or it's really kind of more on the rudimentary side, where we're thinking about how we update our systems and processes, which is not to say it's rudimentary, but it's also just, it's more in that tactical space. And here I'm listening to you talking about real problems that you are solving on a global level that I think can really impact, the world and the way that we're thinking about it. And so your thought leadership is really coming out in the way that you're leveraging AI to this maximum potential. Can you tell us a little bit about your background as well? Because what inspired you to even kind of move into this direction for yourself?
I think it all started when I was done with my bachelor's degree. I decided to take up a master's program. So at the point of running off with my master's program, I was doing my thesis, and I started having a different thought, because I wouldn't want to become a professor, like being academics, and like just the prestige of being a professor in a university, trying to impart the next generation. But after the running of my master's program, I discovered that I think there's a gap between where the world is going and what is being taught in a class, because I saw there's a disparity between what is taught in the class, in the universities, in the colleges. The disparity between the reality. Because I had the opportunity of being in the corporate world where I work with Chevron. So I saw the way things were going, like how things were being advanced with the technology. And I looked at what is being taught in the school. There's a discrepancy there. It doesn't really commiserate with the reality. I thought of it that, okay, I think we need to start making people know that we need to move away from the traditional career that everybody's talking about, being an engineer, being a medical doctor, be a lawyer, be an accountant, these are wonderful professions, no doubt about it. But at the same time, life is changing, and people they want to do something that can match up with reality. I remember when in the bachelor program, we're taking some courses on electrical electronics, and some of the models that were being taught were things that was already obsolete. Doesn't match up with the recent technology. Then we're being taught the cataract tube, like what brought about the TV, and we already having the OLED, like the LED television, the OLED, the oil, the liquid emitted, the diode, already in existence, and we've been taught a cataract tube, which is still backward. So I started having a rethink now. Like we need to talk more about it. This will actually become a problem for the next generation. So I thought of it, okay, I've always been someone who is into academics. So how do I go about this? So okay, maybe I can start up a business that we create a new type of career. So it started out being a career advocate, like someone who will have a background in education. And okay, let us start talking about some other careers. Let's start making people to take some like a career ability test to match their ability with some particular career, not just what they have been taught or what they have been told by their parents. Because what we're seeing then was that some parents just want their kids to pick up some certain profession, not because this is what they actually wanted, and it becomes a problem. So when you look at that, that becomes a problem in the society where parents just want their kids to pick up certain profession because probably they failed, or maybe because this is what is trending, so they should go into or just because of the prestige, not because this is what they should do. So that was a big problem. And I wanted to change the narrative, like allow children or the young adults skill set be matched with their own ability before picking up a career. So that was about the journey of being an entrepreneur. Like I wanted to take it for myself to create a new career for the generation, because I made a mistake then. Because the mistake I made was I saw my brother who was an engineer, was doing production engineering. So I decided I wanted to become an engineer because maybe I could lift some of his books and continue and be an engineer just like he is. But he was working in a big company. So I wanted to also become an engineer, probably maybe become a electrical electronics engineer. So that was just a mindset. And there are a lot of people who have such mindset, like they just want to become or go into a profession because others, or maybe their siblings or their parents, or so I wanted to create a new narrative. So he started the journey of becoming an entrepreneur, and later on discovered that okay, rather just being in career, I think we could actually do something differently with smart technology. Looking at my background in electrical electronics and also a background in psychology and also a background in information technology. So I said, looking at how I can actually bridge this and create a new career for myself. So why going through that? Because I didn't want to leave these two career paths of having uh, electrical electronics background, having a psychology background. I did that in my master's program. So okay, I wanted to make a bridge, and the only way I could make a bridge was becoming an IT specialist. So that's why you see most of anything I do is usually seen as a human and a computer interaction specialist. Human in terms of psychology, computer in terms of IT. But the IT started from being an electrical electronics engineer. So I knew that, okay, it was IT that would help me to bridge these two careers together. Because everybody just pick up a career. Oh, you're going to psychology, that is it. You're going to engineering, that is it. Nobody tried to marry these careers together because of the fear of the unknown that, I might not be accepted by an association because I'm coming from another background. I might not be accepted by the society. I might not be accepted by my own family. And I said, okay, I needed to do something different. And I remember while I was taking that decision, my family didn't support me. They said I was stupid, that how will I leave a career path that everybody's going and suddenly I just switch into something else. So I was being rejected, and I quite understand them because they were trying to make me see a bigger picture of the labor market where you can actually pick up a job. Why I didn't want to become an employee. I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but they wanted me to become an employee. So they wanted me to continue in a particular career path rather than just switching to a different career, which is in psychology. So, but I wanted to do something different. So I took the bold step. It was a big issue in the family because you can imagine when you have been rejected, like believing that you have been stupid. But I didn't allow that to stop me from my goal because I know where I was going, and I know my story is going to be a great lesson to so many persons who are having the same challenge, trying to do something for themselves. So for the first time in my life, I decided to do something that I really wanted to do, not because I was being influenced by my parents or by my older siblings. And nobody, even some of my classmates in the college, are like making a jest, like, "Oh, why will you leave? And everywhere I'm going to, man, this is my life, and I need to do what is best for me." So I keep my heads up and believe myself. I've always believed myself. I think that has been a plus for me. I always believe myself. The moment I discover my purpose in life, even this time when you discover your purpose in life, and when you start imagining yourself, when you start visualizing yourself of where you are going, there's no greater thing when you have an end in mind. It becomes a driving force. When you don't have an end in mind, any point can become an end. You can just move a little bit and you say, "Oh, I think I've arrived." But when you have an end in mind, you already know that this is where I'm going. So, and you've not gotten to that point, and there's a lot of distraction. You just keep your head up and can actually keep you focused. If not, there's so much to distract you from family, friends, so many things that can actually distract you. So you need to discover your purpose. So I was able to do that in this whole disarray that was happening to me because I was going through a lot of restructuring in terms of mind, in terms of life and everything. Now, and I'm sure my family are super proud of me when they see me in big screen. Like, "Oh, I said it that. Man, you didn't give me a chance. Like you didn't see that way." But I quite understand them. They have had me in my sense of the labor market, becoming an employee, but I want to become an entrepreneur. So that started. And going into AI, I think I had the opportunity of be part of a cohort, like some of an incubation program, where we did a 1 month program about AI and data science in my state then. It was being put together by the government. So I attended. I think it was being introduced to me by one of my classmates during my master's program. Oh, Usas, I think you are kind of different in class, and I think you should go into this. So really, yeah, I think so, but just give it a try. Well, I was kind of reluctant, like, man, not into the AI stuff. I don't really know what is AI. Then just like, is it a robot? I don't have the skill set, but I think attending that incubation program was an eye opener. I started seeing things, what the level AI have gone. Like, wow, I was just wow. Really? Yeah. Or watching a lot of YouTube videos, being introduced to a lot of stuff like data sets. I could actually use data to make better prediction for corporate organizations, how this data are being put together to even the robot, how it works and all of that, machine learning, deep learning, and so many things that AI entails. So that was an eye opener. I said, okay, I think I want to do this. Like, I want to do this in the long run. I want to focus on my energy in this. So that created a new dimension for me. And today people can rightly say that, oh, this guy is an AI specialist, but it wasn't an easy. But it's something that everyone can actually go into, just like the way I went into it, because through just a month program, you just need an eye opener to what AI can actually do for you. Because it's something that cut across all boards. It's not just only in computer science. You can use AI in law firm, you can use AI in accounting, you can use AI in business, you can use AI even in the medical, every aspect of life. So I think everyone should be part of it, even if you are not a specialist, but just have a clue of what is happening, so that you won't be part of those who are running with the narrative that AI is going to take up the job, because why? You refuse to embrace it, you refuse to upskill yourself, because it is very, very essential. It is not part of our daily life. We use it in our mobile devices, gadgets. We have Siri at home. We have so many generative app that is available even in the mainstream. So why not embrace it rather than fighting it, rather than putting a pushback to it? Because if you keep on doing that, it's going to hurt you in the nearest future. People who are not as smart as you are going to take up your job. Why? They just know a little thing about AI, and at the snap of the finger, you're out of job. And when you're out of job in the States, that is a big problem. So
true. Well, your story is just so incredibly inspiring, and how you kind of came to this idea of how you wanted to create a new career for yourself, leveraging your background, the different experiences that you had. I think that so many people could learn from that, because sometimes we box ourselves in, we pigeonhole ourselves essentially into, I have to choose this career, I have to choose this, and we don't think about how do we merge these various aspects together. And not only that, but what I'm hearing in here too is like, how do we help others to understand, like, how do we think innovatively? How do we think about the future and the types of problems that we're going to be wanting to face in the future, rather than just going to school and learning about the things that are in the present? Because right now, at the time of coming out of school, sometimes the present's really in the past, right?
Yeah.
So it's super, it's so inspiring to hear like how you're thinking about this, because so many of us, we're looking at AI, but we're not really considering sometimes, I think, even in our roles now, or where it is that we want to take ourselves in our companies, right? How are we innovating for the future so that we're solving some of these larger problems and really encouraging some of that as well.
Mhm. Yeah, I think anyone can go into it sincerely. I know a lot of women, girls who have reached out to me like, "Oh, I'm scared. I don't know where to start from." Just start from somewhere. You can do it from your mobile phone. There's a lot of online classes you could actually take. It can be, I know time is of the essence. You could actually just, even if it's a week or it's on 4 hours, it's just an introduction. You can go to the YouTube, which is the global university, just learn a little bit of it. And that could actually kickstart the whole euphoria of, oh, I don't know, I'm going to AI. There's nothing big about it, sincerely. Artificial intelligence, okay, just trying to use machines to think differently. And some of these machines is already in our palm. A mobile phone, some of us are using the latest iPhone 15 and Pro Max and all of that. Those are machines. Those are using AI. So it means you already have AI in your hands. It's just for you to accept it and make use of it. Most of us use the voice recognition system in our home. Siri, talk to Siri. Oh, Siri, can you play music? Oh, can you know who is calling? Those are AI already working. Some of us use the visual recognition system to open our phones, even the fingerprint. Those are all AI. So it means you already you're already using it. So there's nothing to be scared of. Like, I don't know where to start from. Just start from somewhere, just the way I started. Someone told me that, oh, Sans, I think in class we are kind of different. Why not try this? I said, okay. When I finish it, will I able to get a job with it? Yeah, I don't know, but just give it a try. All right. And I give it a try. It was tedious because it was a mod program of being told something you've never heard before. But because of my mindset, I'm very open to learning. Like, very open, okay? Very, very flexible. All right, let's give it a try. And now, if you're talking about people who are AI specialists, you can kind of be part of it. And I have this very, very special career that not many people are into, which is the human-computer interaction, because I decided to bridge two career paths, the psychology and the information technology. And if you look at it, we are talking now, we're actually doing a human-computer interaction. We are interacting with the computer, like with our phone or devices. So that is a special career, which if you're going to check some university, you don't have it. So I've created a career. So people need to take some step, even if it's a journey that nobody has gone into. Go for it. Life is just one. People might criticize you. What are you doing? Sometimes when I introduce myself, it looks so awkward. Like, oh, human computer, I have never heard that before. All right, you've heard it. So be proud of what you're doing, and anyway you are, share what you're doing. Nobody's paying your bills from wherever you are. Even if you are in a very minute community, start it. Gradually become something that other people will be part of. Because there are a lot of people who want to also try the same, but because of the fear of the unknown, what are people going to say? What is society? How is it going to react to it? So those visions die with them. There are a lot of visions in the cemetery that are dead because they are looking for people's approval, validation. You don't need to allow people to approve you. Go for it. The first approval starts from your own self. Like, say, okay, yes, I know I can do it. So even if your mom or your dad tell you that you cannot do it, say to yourself you can do it. And when the good thing about this whole thing, and when you become successful, people are going to come to you like, oh, I said it. I said you're going to be successful. No, you didn't say it. So success is always attractive. People will definitely come to you. But at the very beginning, where it becomes so tough, nobody wants to listen nobody want to give you a chance. No investor want to invest in you. Like, it's a crazy idea. But later on, if you keep on it, it becomes a multi-million dollars idea investment that people want to be part of, become a shareholder. So it's an opportunity for people to believe in themselves, know what you're doing. It might not make sense to people, but let it just make sense to you. That is the most important thing, and you're good.
I love that message. And I think it's so important that everyone hears this, young people who've been in their roles for some time, because I think sometimes we start to lose hope in what it is that we are pushing towards. And when we have this idea, this message that's coming forth, which is just go for it, just keep believing in what it is that you're here to do, that purpose that you're looking for, then there's really nothing that can stop us. And what you're doing is you're being innovative. You're creating new paths for yourself. So whether they were there or not, you're going to create it. And I just love that message for how we can all move forward as a society, and really thinking about what that future is going to bring for us, and putting, kind of taking charge of that. So before we go today, I'm just curious, could you share, how can people connect with you? How can they get to know you and the work that you're doing in a greater way?
Yeah, you can easily reach out to me on LinkedIn, on actually, I think in the major social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, I'm in there. So you can reach out to me. Osaratin Agbon. Like, you can reach out to me directly. My email are also part of them. I want to look at some of the projects that I'm doing. You can also check me up on Wikipedia. You can go on Google, just type Osaratin Agbon, right? You can see what I'm doing on Wikipedia, and you can also reach out to me on the Linktree, which is also Osaratin Agbon. So I'm all over. I'm all over. You can see me anytime.
Well, we'll definitely make sure we put everything into the show notes so that you have all of your contact information, everything related to LinkedIn. And I definitely want to go check out what you've got there on the Wikipedia as well. That sounds very exciting. Okay. So we'll definitely put everything in there. Please reach out to Osaratin if you have any questions or are looking for insights into how you can start becoming more innovative even in your own careers. And if you're interested in being a part of some of the things that he's working on. And I so appreciate you taking the time today, sharing your story with us, sharing everything that you're doing. It's just so inspirational.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jessica. I really, really appreciate for the invitation sent to me. And I'm very, very sure that a lot of our audience are going to be have a rethink about life. And life is kind of stressful, but sometimes if you're doing something your purpose, it's worth it at the end of the day. Because while you're dying, you can reflect on some things you've done. Like, I'm doing my best. I make a contribution to humanity. Why you need to discover your purpose. So discover who you are, believe in yourself, and go for it. And don't look at what people want to say. Nobody cares about the profession. Yeah.
Well, I love that message. Thank you so much for sharing with us today and joining us. And for everyone else who's been joining us online, thank you so much for taking the time. And please make sure to join us next week. Until then, have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning into the Hello You Show. It's been a pleasure to have you with us on this journey today. If you found value in our conversation and want to support the show, please take a moment to follow, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We'd also deeply appreciate it if you could leave us a review. Your feedback not only helps us grow, but also enables others seeking inspiration and authenticity to discover our community. Until next time, keep embracing your story with purpose.